Hey, welcome back to our long-awaited continuation of the Descent 2 Speedrun tutorial series. We're about to start Brimspark the Lava Worlds, which are the most difficult part of the run, in my opinion. Made even more complicated by the fact that I have been testing out some route changes, and there are some new Death Warp strats right here in the first level in level 9. These Death Warp strats save about 10 seconds. If you're uncomfortable with it, you can easily cut it out and just fly back from the red key towards the reactor room, pretty much the same way you came in. Yeah, this Death Warp saves about 10 seconds, and it can be worth it, but the thing is, you need to utilize weapon dropping. Weapon dropping is done with Shift F5 for your current primary and Shift F6 for your current secondary. Unfortunately, those are system keys, and since they're considered system keys, they cannot be manually bound to a different key. You're stuck with Shift F5, Shift F6. Kind of sucks, it's kind of clunky, but it's what we got. Again, yeah, this Death Warp does make things a little harder. You do have to do pretty much all your key collection on no weaponry if you're doing the Death Warp. So you're welcome to just cut it out and skip dropping your weapons, skip taking the death, and just fly out the way you came. But let's go ahead and start looking at the overall layout of the level. So right off the bat, you start in this room, and there's a secret room here with this switch. Go away, Thiefbot. This switch deactivates a force field over to the right through this lava fall, which allows you very direct access to the blue key. Note this afterburner pickup here if you are doing the Death Warp, or if you just happen to lose your afterburner to like a random Thiefbot steal or something before this point. Very convenient place to get your afterburner back. So you're going to fly down this lava fall and go to the right. Blue key's going to be right here. You can take out some of these smelters as you grab it if you like. Just always in general, you know, if you're wanting to play safer, just take the time to kill a few enemies. You'll oftentimes get random shield drops or energy drops to help you survive, and it's less damage to worry about. So once you get the blue key, you're going to turn around and you're going to head to the left through this lava fall. You want to do this quickly. Haven't really touched on lava yet, beyond a little bit about the Death Warp at the very first level. Lava deals damage to you on contact, and it causes any weapons fire that hits it to do splash damage to its area. I believe it also exaggerates the splash damage of weapons that already have splash damage, like missiles and stuff. So you want to fly through this lava fall quickly. There's a super laser pickup here. It's not super important, although it is useful if you are doing the Death Warp strat and have dropped your Gauss and Helix cannon. More on that later. I'll cover the Death Warp after we just walk through the general route. There are a few of these alien mines here to watch out for. You can kind of shoot them out from a little bit of a distance to minimize damage, or try and squeeze around them. It's a little bit of a tight fit. As you come around this corner, there's going to be a cloaked diamond claw. You want to try and kill this because it very frequently drops a cloaking device. Right there. And we did get the cloaking device. The cloaking device is very, very helpful for the key runs coming up here, especially, again, if you're doing the Death Warp and have dropped your weapons. Also of note, if you look at the map here, you'll note the lack of complete wireframe here. That does indicate a secret behind this lava fall. If you want additional safety, there is an invulnerability right here, and it only costs a couple of seconds to grab. And it will render you invulnerable for most of the key runs, barring the Thiefbot stealing the invulnerability, which is not unheard of. It does tend to roam around the area where the keys are. So we're going to fly up here. Along here, there's a shield pickup for a little bit of extra safety. You can kill that hogbot as well for a potential shield drop. And if there is a cloaked smelter in this vertical shaft right here, you can kill it just to get it out of the way. Or if you did not get the cloak drop from the cloaked diamond claw, it is RNG based, you can kill it too. It's right there. It's kind of hard to see. And yeah, this has a chance to drop a cloaked device as well. Odds are you'll get at least one cloaking device drop between the two of them. Not guaranteed though. Sometimes you just get really unlucky and you get no cloaks, and this key runs a lot harder. Yeah, you're gonna head up this shaft, and right here are both the blue and the yellow doors. Kill that guy if you want to push him out of the way. Through the blue door, hang a left, and go through this door. So you're just gonna kind of fly through here. A lot of stuff that you can either, like, especially if you're cloaked, you can ignore them easily enough. If you're not cloaked, you might want to take them out as you go. It's pretty easy to do with the Gauss cannon. They go down pretty quickly. Some alien mines in this passageway. You can either, when you come down here, you can either try and shoot them out right away, or you can fly under them like that, and you will get past them. Just be aware that if you interact with them at all, you do run the risk of, even if you're cloaked, alerting enemies. Enemies can be alerted to your position when cloaked if you bump into walls, or take damage, or shoot. So, Diamond Claw here, you can just take it out if you want to be safe. But if you're quick enough, you can rush up here, get the key, and get out before you get pushed in. Generally, you don't, as long as you are moving at all, you don't have to worry too much about the Diamond Claw that comes out of this ambush room here. Just come up, grab the key, and double back down real quick. Yeah, from here, it's just a matter of backtracking. It's not a very long track. But yeah, be watchful for enemies clogging up the choke points like that. And then back out the blue door, loop around. Yeah, if the cloak's expired and you got a second cloak here, you can pick it up and go into the yellow door. You're generally going to have to kill this Diamond Claw. It's oftentimes in the way. I like to go around the right side. I don't think it really matters left or right side, but I tend to go right side here. If you're cloaked, you can usually ignore that Diamond Claw and just slip past, but if you're not, you're probably going to have to take it out. Watch out for this field of alien mines here. Generally, you don't need to worry about it too much unless your shield is particularly low. You can just kind of squeeze around the side here and get through it. This room's full of red Hornets here, which are very hard to hit. They don't do much damage either, so like it might seem chaotic and crazy in here, and like there's bullets flying everywhere, but don't worry, they don't do too much damage. Only have to worry about it if your shield's super low. If you have some smart mines, you can lay a couple of them. It'll help clear the swarm out a little bit, like so. And then the red key's up here. Now, if you're doing the death warp, at this point you'd actually want your shield to be low because you want to take this death as soon as you can after grabbing the red key. But for now, we'll just show off the route. A lot of damage there. So you're gonna just kind of head back, ideally without taking all these extra kills here. Kind of wasted a lot of cloaking duration there, and then got stuck in the enemies. But let's go back and grab the gear, so you can see. That's the wrong way. Over here. Yeah, if you are backtracking, there are a couple of extra ambush rooms that open up, so you gotta be watchful of that. But overall, this level can be a little tricky. As I mentioned before, the Rim Spark area is one of the hardest parts of the run. So yeah, just gonna kind of backtrack the way you came. If you're not doing the death warp, the yellow door, head back down. If your shield's getting low at this point and you didn't take the invulnerable earlier, you can take it now. Dip into that lava fall and grab it. And here's the red door. Take out a few enemies on the way to just try and keep your exit path clear. There's a cloaked smelter here, so watch out for that. Make sure you're not running into it. And you're just gonna poke your head around the corner here. The reactor is right around this corner. Just gonna take it down. I recommend switching to the Gauss cannon here. You're gonna have a lot of Diamond Claws coming up here. Go through the red door and hang a right. There's a lot of Diamond Claws in this area, and you're gonna want to try and take them out from a little bit of a distance if they're gonna be in the way with the Gauss cannon. So just head up here, and then up this shaft, and the exit's right up here. So, just gonna go ahead and run through that again real quick, just showing the general route without the death warp. Head down here, grab this blue key. Okay, got the cloaking device drop. Got a second one. I'm gonna try and avoid combat here for the most part. Squeeze under the mine like that. Bring up to this yellow key, back down. Run into that mine, took some damage, but it's okay. Diamond Claw because it's in the way. Okay, I was able to sneak around that one. Grab the red key, double back. Watch the Diamond Claws blocking the way out. Take them out if needed. Grab this cloak since it was right here. And for safety, we'll go ahead and grab the invuln here, which will let me kind of just, with the invuln, you can kind of stay on the Helix Cannon here with impunity. You don't need to worry about the Diamond Claw's plasma counterattack. Energy-based weapons. And it allows you to kill them a little faster. And there we go. So that's without the Death Warp. The new Death Warp strat is a little bit more advanced. You're going to want to, after you open this door, you're going to want to, as you're going this way, just hit Shift F5 twice to drop your primaries. To drop the Helix and the Gauss Cannon. And I've got a spread fire cannon that I've been sitting on for a couple of extra levels to use as a backup weapon. It's no Helix, but it'll get the job done. Got stuck in the corner there. Oop, barely able to scoot around that Diamond Claw. Shield's actually a little higher than I want it to be, considering I'm trying to take the Death Warp here. Let's throw a couple missiles into the wall as we go. Death Warp on the red key. Nudge up to grab the Afterburner here. And there we go. From here, this is pretty much taking out the reactor as normal. This Death Warp does mean you don't go near that invuln, that invulnerability pickup at all, so not going to be able to utilize that for the escape here. So I will go to Gauss Cannon here to more safely take out problematic Diamond Claws. And there we go. So that's pretty much level 9 for you, Firewalker Mine. A little bit of a rough intro to the Brimspark area, but honestly one of the easier levels in this stretch. So we'll be going on to the next level, Lava Falls Extraction Center, in the next video. Honestly, what I consider to be probably the hardest level of the run.